Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery. That is a 10 by 20 inch canvas that is covered with Meeden Black paint that is dry now. And I can put my OXO omelet turning fold spatula down, and I think I'm going to grab some vivid, intense teal. And it's got Paynes gray in it with golden diamonds. I'm going to mix a bunch of colors from the bottom, move them from the bottom up. I'm going to use some Midnight Shadow. I think I'm just going to integrate them together. I haven't done this before, I know I haven't, because I'm winging it. This is African Violet. Which is not coming out very well. But at least it's coming out some. I've been having to clean out all my bottle tips. Okay, that's not helping. So next, I'm going to use Cerulean Blue, Fandango, Seaglass, and one more green. Oh, there it is. Deep water? Dark water. Maybe we'll put some dark water in right now. I want it to go all the way to the bottom. I have this ocean feeling swipe idea, and I'm not sure how it's going to work. But you never know till you try. And I figured I'd go up from the bottom. And that's a great combination of colors. And then I'm going to go down from the middle, or just above the middle. Don't mind spreading it out. I'm not looking to get the canvas texture to come back up. And obviously, if it turns out to be a wave or some sort of ocean themed, it might have a big moon in it. It could. I'd like that. I just bounced that off the canvas. That was unusual. Just going to keep spreading it until I get it toward the center. Enough. I don't want any black showing through, but you know, it might be alright if it does. Alright, so I'm going to try and keep that. I'm going to start with Seaglass, am I? I'm going to start with Cerulean. No, I'm going to start with a combination of Chantilly lace and Frostbite. I actually did think about this ahead of time. And I like the way the bottom looks a lot, except for that one bubble, or whatever it is. It might be something that I need to remove. With my tweezers, hopefully, successfully. Probably won't matter in a minute anyway. So this is the Cerulean Blue. I think I'm going for the Seaglass next. Don't ask me why I'm doing the Seaglass next. And it's plugged, so I'm going to pull the top off and the clot out. And hope I don't get any lumps. That I can put the top back on without it clotting up again, but it might anyway. And Fandango. Try and go a little easy on the Fandango. And I still want more of the dark water, but that might be crazy. Just going to put that right underneath. And then hopefully the star of this show is the Cerulean Blue. And that looks pretty cool right now. I had Mystique out, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm going to clean off my spatula. And I think I'm going to use white cell activator. But first, I'm going to let all that tip up. I don't mind if it's uneven. Matter of fact, it might be better if it is. Makes me want to put more cerulean blue down. So since the top is dry, I'm going to let it go down as well as up. That's cool. It's looking pretty neat. You could just do that and that would be fine. Just let it go down as far as it wants. I don't suppose any of that's important. But that's kind of got the effect I was looking for, except for I don't need to swipe. I kind of do need to swipe though. I'm going to use my spatula and I'm going to try the white and cross my fingers that it's feeling like selling today. Kind of feel like using the... I had purple, but it's so old that I don't dare. I don't want to go excessively. Alright, I don't know what I'm going to do with that extra. I think I definitely need a scrape dish. Because I might want to use some of it. Scrape dish is just to clean the paint off my spatula. Like so. You could use a little china dish. I'm going to try and ignore anything out of the ordinary. Because water... Whoop. That was out of the ordinary too. There, I'm just going to keep going with my scraping and spatula. I want some purple in there. I've just decided. And what's the purple? I want Waterlily. Not a lot. I just want to put the cell activator right across the top and pull it down. I'm not sure how that'd go though. Should we try it once? Not sure about the purple. Not sure about anything, actually. Except for the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas are handy. And I've got paint I can scrape off. And if it looks like an abstract wave, that would be fine. No cat hairs though. Actually, I think that's a sweater fuzz. Which is funny because I haven't been wearing a sweater lately. That's got to come out of there. Gotcha. Now I thought about tweezers when I put them over there. and just drawing a few lines in the water and seeing what it looked like. They had paint on them and I didn't. So a basting brush should probably do the same thing. Wow, I really like the cells. Let's just do it the whole way. Wow, that was a mistake. Okay. Well, I've got... I want to blow it up. Definitely need enough. Kind of makes me want to go up from the bottom. And I actually like it. So just on the off chance I can get this to work, I'm going to fill in with a little bit of white. Let's see what happens. Now I've got spit in my straw. Let me see if I can grab another one. They should be right handy here. That's not a straw. Okay, well we'll just blow in things. So what I'm going to do is try a little bit of cerulean blue. And my finger. I've done waves in the past. This is pretty cool. I'm not done playing. I'm definitely not done playing. More cerulean blue. I definitely want a clean straw, and I had a bunch of them and I've hidden them on myself when I tidied my studio. I found one. Yes! So that's Australian Floetro and Amsterdam white. Lots of it. think I'm going to put a few spirals in, but I'm not 100% sure I'm ready yet. I do want to take that Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. You know what? I've got paint in my dish. More white. Basting brush. Or similar. Definitely basting brush. Not so sure about this one dark spot in here. I've got a skewer. Now I add a few little droplets or lumps that look like foam. Semi-spirals. When that timer goes off, we are done. I just want to uneven up the edge, hoping that my head isn't blocking things. I think that looks like a fairly good wave. Thinking my finger might be the best tool of all. But I have a balloon. And I could try it. And if I want to do a moon in the sky, I'm going to have to come back and do it another time. Just make that wave crash right down over the edge. Tell you guys I love you. I have 33 playlists, going on 34 actually. I wish the rest would sell up, but I don't mind it. I love the cells at the top. And it actually moves over to the side pretty well. Just with a little bit of drips. And I suspect that Australian Floetro will continue to make cells. On the off chance that my camera won't die, I should tell you guys whatever I'm supposed to tell you, and I'm going to try and zoom in. And my phone is here, so I could shimmer this at you. I might still put a moon in, but I'm not sure I could do it before my camera battery dies. So I will shimmer this at you. And it looks kind of cool. It's definitely a wave. But I want to put a moon in, but I can't do it now. All right, so I'll come back and I'll put a moon in, and I'll tell you everything I need to tell you then. Bye. Priscilla out for a sec. Hello, I'm back. It's the next day. This is dry. I've just put a little bit of Vivid Intense White into a dish. I've used my super sharp tweezers to put the odd single and double star in, but you could just as easily use a skewer. I think a small one is best. Straight up and down, not sideways. It's an even sharper tip than my tweezers, believe it or not. Anyway, so I've got white left in my little dish. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. What I feel like doing is putting some more white in there and coloring in inside those chalk lines that I drew. I used my canning funnel and just used some sidewalk chalk. And I've got an acetate tool, but I want to try and use a foam brush first. And then if I like the way it looks, won't take long to dry. And I'll probably just use some Chantilly lace on top of it. I almost never do this. So this is the first time I'm doing anything like this for a long time. I'll let this turn around so I can work on it. I'd like to get it all in there and drying as quickly as possible. And I think I'm going to leave a little tiny edge above the moon. Grab some more white. I mean, I don't actually need to add the Chantilly lace. I just like the idea of it. And obviously the Vivid Intense White goes a long way. Looks like I've got a little ridge along the top. But this is basically what I wanted to do. I don't want any brush strokes in there though. And if I put on a heavier layer, I wouldn't probably have any strokes at all. But I'd have to figure out another way to apply it. That doesn't seem to be as round as I'd like it to be. So I basically just swallowed my chalk line, which doesn't seem to be a really bad idea to me. Not sure I'm all that thrilled about that mark, that black spot, black line. I'm going to throw this in the bucket. I do reuse these little things that you're supposed to throw away. I see no reason why not. So I don't actually want to, I'm going to reuse the foam brush too. And since I'm here and you're here, and that seems like it covered fairly well, I'm going to go ahead and take a risk. And utilize the wet paint background. And I kind of figured, since I just put a heavy enough layer on there, and I've got my acetate tool, which is a pretty delicate touch. That if I'm quick enough, and I'm not putting a finger on the acetate tool like I do often when I'm swiping, so it's like, what is it like? It's not really like a brush, although that's what I was going to say. But I like the off-white and totally shimmering quality of the Chantilly lace. It almost seems like I'm going to need some more of it. But instead I'm going to put my thumb on the acetate tool, see if I can pull some along and motivate it to a new location. Without digging all the way down to canvas and exposing black. That's my plan anyway. I'm pretty sure it's risky at best. Alright, I've got a couple bubbles in there that I just saw at least one of them pop. I'm going to call this good as soon as I can swing my tool around inside. And any shadows you see are just basically what I imagine the moon, the texture of the moon would look like. And I've got a Q-tip, which reminds me that I might be able to just take that chalk line right away. And I'm going to have to do over the top if I want the moon to be finished over the top. Hopefully my head isn't in your way. I really hope it isn't. There we go. It's not. Yay. Alright, where's my Q-tip? I've got a Q-tip. I do spit on my Q-tips. Since I've got... Oh, that's interesting. I want that, what looks like a curve in the moon. And where's my... Maybe I'll just put some on right now because I can. That's the name of my first book on the Amazon link next to my second book called Unlimited Possibilities. I'm going to just barely push that down, figuring I can always make adjustments if I have to. It just seems like a better idea to try and get it installed now. Because I'd like to take a picture while it's wet and have it be appropriate. I wasn't planning on taking 18 minutes to do this either. I'm figuring if I hit the edge of the canvas with the Chantilly lace, then I have a shot at blowing it over and not having any line of demarcation along the edge. That's my theory. And I might be tempted to blow into it and leave some marks like like craters. In this case, it looks like it's necessary to cover that edge, which I didn't notice until this moment. It wasn't completely covered. But I think I'm just going to take the paint off my acetate tool, hopefully. and cover that edge. And maybe even make a small adjustment right down on either corner. I don't want to fuss too much because the more I fuss, the more likely I am to make a mistake. So that's that. And I brought my phone this time and I can throw this in the bucket. I better stop fussing. I know. I warned myself. I heard me. Being a perfectionist is not allowed doing fluid art, I can tell you now. It's a bad idea. So, since I know that I'm going to flip this, and I see that place right there, that's way better. Better straw, better craters, very cool. I'm happy. Thank you for joining me. Whatever I didn't tell you is thank you for watching the video longer. You helped the YouTube algorithm understand that I'm worth keeping. Although things are going downhill kind of rapidly today. So if you'd like to help my channel remain my channel and help me buy art supplies, please by all means think about joining the membership. It's $9.99 a month. You have access to over 200 videos in the members only library and previews of things coming up. That's pretty cool. I'm not unhappy with that at all. If I have to make any adjustments at all, I think that's it. One little spot right there is bugging me. Otherwise, I love you guys. I hope you come again. Check my community board for tomorrow's video. My Amazon link is on the link tree. The link tree is in the description underneath the video. It has all the links on it, including to my couple websites, pixels.com, Fine Art America, The Gallerist, Society 6, all places, including Spring under the video, that you can have my artwork reproduced on the merchandise they sell or as a reproduction. My link tree, yeah, my email address is probably there as well. It's easpb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and I do sell my artwork. And if you're in Florida, 2024, for the weekend of the 9th and the 10th at Tom Varn Park in Brooksville, Florida, come on down to the Art in the Park, held by the Hernando Arts Council. Anyway, my paint pouring recipe is under Show More, and I hope you come again. I love you all. Bye for now. Whatever I've forgotten, you'll see in another video. Priscilla out. Questions are welcome and encouraged. And I have 33 playlists. And if you want a topic or a genre, just ask. I've got it saved for you. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Priscilla out.